No,
Well,
I got what you're saying.
speaking of the Warriors,
Oh yeah,
they got embarrassed on national television.
and it felt good.
Yeah.
I turned on the game in the third quarter, and I thought there was something wrong with the scoreboard. Like I thought it was glitching out.
Malfunction.
I couldn't believe it.
I mean,
Nick,
first of all, the Celtics looked phenomenal. They've been
That's
phenomenal.
true.
They've been winning so much. So the Warriors, again, they've been playing a lot better since Draymond came back. I think they've won what? They've gotten 11-3, I think, in their last 14 or something. They've done very well recently. They got embarrassed, though. That was just them giving up.
Steph Curry
That took the wind out of
masterclass.
Yeah,
4
Steph
points,
Curry had
baby.
the worst game, I think, of his entire career.
3-point shooting champion. 0 for 9.
Yeah.
0 for 9, 2 for 14 from the field.
Oh, he got 4 points.
But don't worry, his counterpart though would pick up the pieces, right? 6 points.
Hey,
2 for 4.
he shot 50%.
4 rings up. 4 rings. He has 4
This
rings.
really begs the question, because obviously the trade deadline's passed, right? So nothing's going to change this season.
Klay Thompson should have went to the Lakers. Lakers should have found a trade for that.
Lakers don't need anybody. I mean, Klay isn't going to change anything
Here,
right now.
here's the
He's
thing.
fine.
This is the question that I would ask the both of you.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Warriors get into the play-in. There's right now in the play-in tournament, I think you would have either the
They're the 10.
7 through 10 is
They have the Kings.
yeah, it's Kings. Well, 7 through 10 right now is Kings, Mavericks, Lakers, Warriors.
Yeah.
They would
So
play
two of those
Lakers.
teams aren't making it.
Yep.
Very, very good chance that the Warriors do not make it. into
I think the
playoffs.
Warriors sound like the worst team of those 4 that you just threw out.
They could be.
Yeah, probably.
So you don't get into the playoffs. Because if they get into the playoffs, you do have a chance because the higher seeds are very weak this year in terms of playoff experience. And,
Yep.
they are vulnerable.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
don't
we
get
went
into the
in.
playoffs, right? What do they do this offseason? Do they say, time to try to move Klay if you can with his contract? I think Klay's a free agent, I believe. Do you look to move Draymond? Do you look to move Steph? If
I
you can
think
go
it's-
out and get maybe 3 or 4 first-round picks for Steph, build around Kuminga.
I think if you, I'm a big fan of if you know you're gonna let a guy walk. So Clay's contract's up, right?
Yeah.
If you know you're gonna let a guy walk and not re-sign him, why not? I mean, we don't know. Why not look for trades? Why not get something out of him?
Who
If you're
wants
gonna-
Klay right now?
But it doesn't matter who want. I mean, there's gonna be a team that wants
That's
him.
the only thing
Maybe-
that matters.
The
There
team
might-
that's going to
there might
take a
be-
risk and say maybe a change of atmosphere will
There
get
might
him
be-
reignited. And
Yeah,
maybe
there
start
might be
shooting
teams that
threes
want him.
well.
But why not? But why not even look? Like it seemed like the Warriors were all in to keep him, and I feel like now if they don't get in the playoffs or they miss the playing game, that he's off the Warriors. They let him walk, and I feel like that's unless you're really big on the gamble of making the playoffs, I feel like that's a huge mistake.
And I feel like if he hits the open market this summer, and if somebody can verify quickly if he's going to actually be a free agent this summer, because I don't want
I
to
could
be
see
talking,
it.
but I'm pretty sure he is, because I know they're having a difficult time with a contract extension and they couldn't come to an agreement. If he's hitting the open market,
Klay Thompson will set for free agency after the 2023-2024.
So he will be a free agent. And to me,
he wants to be
hits
the
the
main
open
guy
market.
and make max.
I understand nobody would want to trade assets for him, but if he hits the open market and you're a contending team, you're going to want him on your bench at least.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm the Knicks, let's just say as an example, who are going to be looking to load up, they're probably going to look to make a trade this offseason. Yeah. Let's say they go out there, the Knicks, and they make a trade for Donovan Mitchell. Just say, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, now we need to sign some vets to, boost our bench. You're going to go out there and Klay Thompson's available. I mean, you look at maybe Ray Allen on the Heat kind of role.
Yeah,
for him.
No, I would match up. But
I don't mind him like that, purely because the Knicks have a pretty good defensive background with everyone else. Like, I don't think Klay Thompson's defense is the best, but if you have that extra shooter on there that could play like that Ray Allen role, as he's older, with like OG and DiVincenzo and Mitchell out there, like pretty much helping him. I don't mind that. Actually,
Klay has very good defensive instincts because in his prime he was a phenomenal defender.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about now.
Now he has good defensive instincts, so he could fit in a system and not be a traffic cone. So I mean, I think any contending team's going to want him. Maybe the Lakers go out and make a trade this summer. They will have first round picks. You never know. They go out. Trae Young, maybe. You've heard that rumor. You look at other teams, maybe the Nuggets, maybe the Celtics. Maybe the Celtics want another bench scorer, maybe the Bucks. You never know. There's all these teams out there that may look to add a guy like that. So he's gonna be gone. I think. I don't think the Warriors can keep him. Draymond, I don't know what's Draymond's situation. Is he a free agent?
Let me check.
Because if Draymond is a free agent, I think some team's going to try to pick him up. I think the Lakers are going to go for him because LeBron's going to want him. And he wants LeBron.
Draymond Green's a free agent 2023. No.
I got something. Oh, wait. Draymond Green returning to Warriors for 4 years, $100 million.
Yeah, he resigned. So he's locked up till 2020. Yeah, 2027. He's locked.
So, okay. So you're paying him a lot of money.
25 million.
I don't think anyone's going to take him.
Nobody's trading for that. I don't think anybody's trading for that. So you're stuck with him. He's probably retiring there.
I was gonna say Draymond's gonna opt out after 2, and he's gonna retire probably.
I think
he'll do the right thing because he has a TNT contract.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors are entering the honeymoon phase. It's all said and done now. You got to let Curry just kind of bleed it out there. You got to let Draymond bleed it out. Wait till those guys go, and then you got to start from scratch again.
So what really messed up the Warriors was the James Wiseman pick.
That was horrible. If they would have just picked, I know they didn't want to take LaMelo Ball because they were like, oh, we don't need another point guard and stuff. I get that, but if you didn't see somebody out there, and I know at that time Wiseman was, definitely high value, but if you look at that draft, at that time it was okay. There's 3 guys at the top. You had Anthony Edwards, Wiseman, and LaMelo Ball. If you didn't like it, do what other teams have done and trade for future picks. To me, getting a rookie, and then trying to put him into a championship caliber team is not the best idea ever. Maybe they could have flipped that.
Especially he was starting right away, kind of.
Yeah, they could have flipped that, and I know that center was obviously their weak spot, but it was a mismanagement of that pick, and obviously hindsight is 2020, but. I don't know, because to me the whole thing, because Steph Curry is obviously a legend of that franchise. He's the legend of that franchise.
I don't think they're going to let him go. I think Curry's a warrior.
Here's the thing. I think you have a conversation with Steph in the offseason and say,
it's a better Damian Lillard conversation.
I agree. I think give him the conversation.
You say, hey, I don't think we're going to be able to put together the type of team that you're acclimated to. Yeah. We would love to keep you and have you retire here. But if you would like to go, get a trade and we'll move you to your preferred destination, we will respect that 100%. We'll find a deal that works for us. Give us 3 teams that you would be okay with going to, and we'll get the best deal for us. And you sever sides, shake hands. One day you'll have your statue built. Fans love you. And he can go contribute still. He's still top. I mean, you look at his production, he's still a top 10 NBA player.
That's kind of sick that we'll see.
Being a Celtics fan, I mean, I'd say that's the route to go. Like, you get rid of your stars, you get some picks, and look where the Celtics are now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought you
sure it hurt.
Curry. I thought you were saying you wanted
Sure, it hurt when Pierce and Garnett got traded out. It was the end of an era, but I mean, we got Tatum and Brown from it. Like,
don't disrespect Rondo like
that. Can't complain. Disrespect who?
Rondo. He was.
Rondo didn't get traded. He didn't get traded.
Oh, he just left.
The last 2 pieces from that core were Pierce and Garnett, and they were basically mummies out there. They were the walking wounded and could barely move. For some reason, the Nets said, "We'll take them off your hands for all these picks."
I think you follow the Celtics blueprint, and the difference is between the Celtics and the Warriors is obviously the Warriors are a very, very well-run team. They have, good people in there in the front office as do the Celtics. The Warriors also are going to be a better free agent destination than the Celtics because
they have
the weather. They have, you could be in California, very cool. San Francisco, big city. So they have that going.
They also have the recency bias.
Bias.
I mean, if you think who's the winning franchises of the NBA right now, most people are going to say the Warriors.
Yeah.
Not the Celtics, not the Lakers. They're going to say the Warriors.
Yeah. You also have to look at, though, who's coming in from college. How good is that draft class? Where do you want to be? What future teams could do? What other teams you think are going to have ahead? Some draft classes haven't been as strong as others. Yeah. So you got to look to see where your pick might fall, who you might want to get. Like, it's a lot of thinking to move pieces around.
And even if your pick falls high, you don't want somebody, like Paul's saying, you trade down the line. You just get a better pick for the future years.
And I think it's a good plan, like, if they can trade Curry, because if they trade Curry, right now, I understand he's older. I still think you can get 4 first-round picks for him, considering the Suns just got 4 first-round picks for Kevin Durant.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Curry can still win you a championship.
Yeah. And it was 4 first-round picks plus Mikal Bridges, who right now is worth about
Curry
3
in the right
first-round
system.
picks. I think if you put Curry on most teams, I mean, you never know what teams are loading up. I don't know who has what picks.
The Knicks.
Then Curry would. I would have loved Curry on the Knicks more than anything. But if you're telling me right now, who would you rather have as your point guard, starting point guard next year? When you look at age, contract, I'm taking Jalen Brunson because he's 26 years old on the best contract in the NBA. To me, it's not a question.
You put Curry on the Magic.
But here's the thing. Would Curry consider going to a team like the Magic? I think he's going to want the Lakers. Because the Lakers will have 3 first-round picks. I got to tell you something. If you're telling me, if I'm an NBA GM and I'm like, give me a team's first-round pick in the year 2030, I want the Lakers. Unprotected first-round pick. LeBron will be gone for sure. There's no way he's staying 6 years.
If Curry goes to the Lakers, though, LeBron's staying for as long as Curry's staying.
Oh, yeah. LeBron, Curry, and Anthony Davis, that's a dangerous team. I don't know, again, maybe the Lakers don't have enough. Maybe someone will offer. You can consider maybe the Heat. I don't know if the Heat have enough assets. I know they only have 1 first-round pick now.
You'd have to
probably figure something out.
You'd have to ship Hero, probably.
Oh, yeah. And I would ship Hero.
They'd do that in a heartbeat.
I would do that in a heartbeat. But
I
don't know if they could do it. Maybe they can work in a third team. You try to trade Bam to one team, get them to send 3 picks to the Warriors, and then you just try to go at Jimmy Butler and Curry and get a couple of vets off the bench. You never know. Again, will he go to Memphis? Because I think they're going to want to honor him and send him to. You have to look at the premier destinations. Maybe the Celtics. He would be, I think, okay with the Celtics. He'd be okay with the Knicks.
He's not. No. He's not. Anybody that has gone toe-to-toe with the Celtics in the playoffs just doesn't want to go to the Celtics.
Yeah, sure.
I understand it. It's how it goes. There's no shocker.
Would be cool. Maybe the Sixers, if Embiid stays. Maybe they go and get him.
Curry in a Sixers.
Lakers would be cool. Maybe the Clippers. I don't think the Clippers have the assets, but you got to look at the big market teams. I would love to see him in Denver, but I don't know if he would go there. Maybe he would to say, I'll go to Denver and win 2 championships with Jokic.
I don't know if Denver...
I don't see that team not winning.
Yeah, but who does Denver give up?
Porter, I don't know what their draft capital situation is.
Would you give up Porter and Aaron Gordon with a loaded draft picks to get Curry?
I would give up Michael Porter Jr.
The possession ends here.
And I would give up Jamal Murray and 3 first-round picks for Steph Curry. That's what I would do. If I think that would make them. I think they would win 2 championships. Curry and Jokic would genuinely be the most scary duo in the league by far. That's not even a question. You have the greatest shooter ever with the most skilled big man of all time, who's also a very good shooter. That's dangerous.
The Nuggets are a little short of draft picks for the coming years.
If somebody, maybe the Warriors say, we want to honor you, but maybe a team like OKC says, we do have like 15 first-round picks. We want to pair you next to Shea.
That'd be disgusting.
They might not be able to. The Rockets have a lot of draft capital, but again, I don't think the Rockets are in a position to go for a guy like Curry. It's going to be a big market team that's ready to go for a championship, and they want him to put them over the edge.
Lakers back on top.
Probably the Lakers. And again, I don't know if the Lakers have enough. But they could try to squeeze out as many. You can do multiple team trades where you can get, they can say, all right, we're going to send D'Angelo Russell to whatever team, and they're going to send the Warriors a first-round pick. You can work it out with 3-team trades to get more picks involved. But these are all hypotheticals.